Nature. The nature is very important. I hope that other people think the same, you know.
Oh, nature is very important. I'm agree with Saida, and yeah, I will protect the nature.
I do fight, but I fight for human rights, amnesty, something like that, but not nature. There are, something like Greenpeace. I do.
Yeah, it's very important because nature was the beginning of the human being, and I think if we don't respect and protect the nature, it will be also the loss of the human being, because if we lose nature, we lose everything.
I've got a wonderful dream of a place where I've never been, a place of great community, a bridge of solidarity. I've seen thousands of hands, young people take their chance, trust over nationality, they found a way of identity. Oh,
Je vous souhaite la
energy
bienvenue à l'EuroKids camp.
for you and me.
Benvinguts a l'EuroKids Camp.
Energy
Benvenuti nell'EuroKids camp.
for liberty, cause of young European solidarity. Oh yeah, oh yes, come on, come on, join the camp of EuroKids again. Oh yes, come on, together we can reach, we will get wishes and drive for quality of life. My green European unity and young European solidarity.
Ja, dat ziet je uit. Dat ziet je.
Hello everybody. Hello. Everything all right? Yeah. Hi. You see this great big spider net we have to go through? That's our entry. Okay?
Okay, boys and girls, here we are in the Viennese part of the National Park Donau-Auen. This is a unique situation because inside the borderline of Vienna are about 2,000 hectares, and it's a very special and difficult situation for Vienna. The park is 45 kilometers long, and it's a very small and sensitive park. The national park was founded in 1996, and it's a very young national park. We are all learning here. Here you can see clematis. It's this kind of plant which is used by Tarzan when he's swinging through the jungle.
Ich lebe in der Stadt, das gefällt mir sehr. Was wäre mein Leben, wenn Natur nicht wäre?
Wir Kinder vom Camp haben viel Spaß. Wir toben und laufen und landen im Gras. Wir treffen dort Käfer und fürchten uns sehr. Wir Stadtkinder kennen die Tiere nicht mehr. Auf dem Camp ist es nicht fad. Wir plaudern und flirten den ganzen Tag.
Auf Symphonie vom Kindercamp der Grünen.
Here we go.
Auf Symphonie. We are
Wind fährt mir durchs Haar. Das Leben am Camp ist wunderbar. Am Abend um 9 ist es soweit. Wir machen Feuer und jeder ist bereit. Ich vermisse den Luxus daheim in der Stadt, aber eigentlich habe ich das Alltagsleben satt. Trotz Ermahnung der Lehrer bleiben wir lang auf, doch am nächsten Tag sind wir wieder gut drauf.
Auf Symphonie, vom Kindercamp der Brüder.
Here we go.
Auf Symphonie, we are happy
Together.
Quality of life for me is having my own family later, and quality of life is having making career in my life and be
Which
happy. Career, study journalist. And I hope being happy is the most important thing in my life, no matter what, but being happy and to make other people happy.
What makes you happy?
Makes me happy is
Boys?
no. Now I've got a boyfriend and he makes me happy. That's right now, but for later, normal life, a father, mother, children, and no divorces and things like that. Just normal life. It seems like nowadays people can't have a normal life. Everyone is separated, and yeah.
Isn't there a problem?
Yeah,
Family and careers?
Yeah, that's true. But a family life for later, then maybe 15 years later from now, is more important than having a career. But that's the most important thing in my life.
In every time and everywhere, man fights for his rights. You get freedom not by violence, but by respect. Desde siempre y en todas partes los hombres luchan por sus derechos. La libertad se ottiene con el respeto e non con la violenza. Da sempre in ogni luogo gli uomini lottano per i loro diritti. La libertà non si ottiene con la violenza, ma con il rispetto. Freedom is the most important thing we must fight for, and so we prepare a song.
Oh, freedom! Oh, freedom! Oh, more freedom over me! Over me! And before I be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord, and be free. Oh, and be free. Oh, money. Oh, money. Oh.
Did you catch anything? Oh, it looks quite interesting.
Here you have a lot of water bugs and a snail. Here you see it can catch even small fishes and other larvae of insects in the water.
Potřebuji fakt nějakou muziku, bych mohl přejít z té vody.
Jo?
Now comes the elephant. We are a Negro tribe.
Stacy, where are you?
Coming.
Will den Knoblauchschnitt mal hören.
We haven't seen yet the next program, and it's about from the photo group, the digital photo group, and they made some big screen. Next is the dancing group. I like dancing, and as I've seen, many of you like to dance. You had the chance, and here they are, the Bombastics. Ow! They call me Melody. I was here long before you. If you're good, I will love you, but I'm nobody's fool. I'm Melody Cool. When I was born, there were tidal waves.
Sonneninsel ist ein interaktives Werk.
The Solar Island is an interactive project where you can carry out tests.
Ein paar Sachen sind nur
Some things, which I will explain to you, are here for presentation only. Other things are here for you to test them yourselves.
Ein Haus, ganzes Glas. Viel Spaß, aber lass. Ich nehm Pflanze, von den Pflanzen.
Beim Experimentieren will keiner sich irren.
Cactus Kids.
Cactus Kids.
Vergiss Langeweile und kommt so wieder mit meinem Witz. Komm mir zu weh.
This is a very important meeting or camp or whatever you call it, because it's very important that people start to communicate over the borders, and I think this is a a good start.
The point was that they really want to earn lots of money later, and they also want to have take care of a better future for their children and a clean environment. And the point was actually how much do they want to invest or give up, in how far they want to give up comfort for the sake of the nature.
Did you learn something from your students?
Oh, I think a teacher continually learns things from their students. I liked the idea of bringing young people together so that they learn to be tolerant. They learned the fact that we live in a society with different cultures, and we have to learn to be together and work together. And I especially like the idea of solidarity, which I think is a very necessary good nowadays.
Stay at their groups. Come on. Very good. Yes, of course.
You have to speak loud.
Okay.
So 1, 2. No,
There is a difference between you and the politicians. The politicians have to take many opinions, 100,000 of opinions, to sum them up and to make one opinion out of it.
It's supposed to be fun, too. You can make up a name, for example, for a party which doesn't exist yet. You can develop your own program, a serious 5-point program with young and environmentalist ideas. And the best of it will be that you can nominate a top candidate, a speaker for your party. You can decide whether you want a girl or a boy to represent your group, your party.
Oder ein Junge ist, der hier eure Gruppierung, eure Partei vertritt.
Větrem budou staný vás a oči jako okna za plotem černý zástěl. Co já vím, nemá důvod, ale asi ani vím. Tam cesto každý se na ramě tam, kde ona. Jako srpky nebo tenké má a úsměv vítám. Tak se lehce znáší na zemi, vůbec nevítám. A mámy závidí, mají každé ráno zlost. My nevíčkáme jen tak pro radost. Jako srpky mi boky tenké má a úsměv vítám. Tak se lehce znáší na zemi, vůbec nevítám. Jako srpky mi boky tenké má a úsměv vítám. Tak se lehce znáší na zemi, vůbec nevítám. Veselu a proráží hvízdu, má černou rohy, křídla andělů, a plesují.
Hello everybody, I'm Anna from Faro, Portugal, and I'm here in the representation of my party, Young Green Hope. Our slogan is for the Young Green Hope, for the dirt of the world, we are the soap. I will explain our logo, perhaps. This is a tree representing the environment and the green So we have chosen 5 points which we considered very, very important for the preservation of the environment, and for us that as we are young people, and I think we all are concerned with the environmental issues, aren't we? Yeah. Okay. The first one is fighting against racism. Another of our points is giving people, young people, us, the opportunity of being listened, because several times we're not listened by our governments, and it is important for the government to listen us. We have a word to say, we have to show our ideals, and we have to say what we think. Another of the point is using alternative energy sources. Another of the point is investing weapons, profits to build water filters, because governments spend a lot of money in weapons to start wars, which make several deaths and sadness. It brings sadness to us. No one likes to see wars. The last one is struggling for peace. That's what I've said. All of us should struggle for peace, because it's the most important thing we have. That's all. Thank you very much.
I think voting makes hungry. So you're invited now to have dinner, and the computers are working. At 10 p.m. you will get the information who is our mayor of EuroKids camp.
On my left side, this will be the seat, the place where the vice mayor will take a seat. But who is the vice mayor? You all voted, and yes, it was a quite great experience for us. And here comes Sharida. Yes, please take a seat. Sharida, what was your political party? What was the name of your political party?
Generation Next.
Yes, we hear it from downstairs. Good. And what do you think? Who will be your partner? Who will be our mayor, the mayor of the EuroKids camp? What do you think? What do you think in the public? Anna, you are right. She is our mayor, the mayor of the EuroKids camp. Congratulations to you too. We are listening now to the first speech, the first inauguration speech of our mayors.
Well, at first place, I'd like to thank you. It was really, really, really nice of you. Thank you all. You're wonderful. I would like to thank all of you who have elected me, but I would like to emphasize that I would like to thank to the ones who have not voted me, because I'm here in the representation of all of you, all, without exception.
there's no need to cry. The truck is more than this. Still recall my name, and the month it all began. Will you release me with a kiss? Dazed by careless words, cozy and I'm
Tomorrow is going to take place here in the campsite, a workshop, the new and green politics workshop. Yeah, we're going to represent you on Thursday, where we're going to meet the Councillor of the Environment and the real Vice Mayor of Vienna.
Exerting pressure, political pressure on business and industry is one way. Promoting constructive and alternative methods is the other way. Tobias from Germany has come up with a question on this issue. Is there any support for industries which use alternative energy sources or environmentally friendly production procedures? There are programs by the European Union, by the Austrian federal government, and also by the city of Vienna, which financially support companies changing to environmentally friendly procedures. You've mentioned alternative energy sources. This is also a main topic. In Austria, and especially in Vienna, we take into account climate, solar energy and wind. This varies from country to country. And we also promote programs in this field. Baran from Spain would like to ask one more question of international relevance.
What do you do against racism? For example, at schools, do teachers give lessons about other religions?
Ich denke mir, dass wir in Wien in unseren Schulen
I think that in our schools in Vienna we have built a good basis to cope with the sometimes difficult social situation and implement integration policies.
in der wir uns manchmal befinden, dass es immerhin ungefähr 20 bis 25% Österreicherinnen
After
und
all,
Österreicher
20 to 25% of all Austrians voted for a party with clear racist views in its political program. And Austria is no exception.
in ihren Programmen hat. Und das ist ja in Österreich keine Ausnahmeerscheinung, auch in anderen europäischen Ländern.
There are similar election results in other countries. And we are trying to prevent school children and their parents from developing prejudices and negative feelings of hatred, envy and marginalization.
Die Vorurteile, die es hier gibt, aber auch die eindeutig negativen Tendenzen, die auf Hass, Neid und Ausgrenzung hinauslaufen, zu unterbinden. Wir machen hier in den Schulen nicht nur
Not only do we implement active integration policies in our schools, but we also try to carry out projects in Vienna to come to grips with these tendencies and promote tolerance and peaceful coexistence. In Vienna, we have a separate administrative group and executive city councillor for integration, and have set up an integration fund dealing specifically with these matters.
und damit für ein friedliches Zusammenleben zu tun.
And what impression did the Vice Mayor get from the kids' questions?
Mein wirklich bester persönlicher Eindruck war der, dass jeder Lügen
I mainly think that all those who say that young people are not interested in politics or political issues are obviously wrong. The great variety of questions shows that kids are interested in all kinds of matters, such as environment, racism, xenophobia, drug policies. They ask competent questions about many problems in social life. This proves that we, the grown-ups, are the ones who must acknowledge young people as our real partners and must seriously consider their suggestions and worries. I think that this event shows that we should discuss issues more often with young people and should above all listen to what they have to say.
of a place where I've never been, a place of great community, a bridge of solidarity. I've seen thousands of hands, young people take their chance, cross over nationality, they find the way of identity, oh energy.
Cambiar ideas y aprender de otras culturas.
For you and me,
For entendere la culture des différents pays.
an energy.
Врату Zegis Vilar.
For liberty, cause of young European solidarity. Oh yes, come on, express your visions and ideas. Oh yes, come on, together we can break frontiers in young European solidarity. Oh yes, come on, join the camp of EuroKids again. Come on, together we can reach, we will gain. Visions and drive for quality of life by green European unity, young European solidarity. Oh yes, come on, express your visions and ideas. Oh yes, come on, together we can break frontiers. Oh yes, come on, join the camp of EuroKids again. Come on, together we can reach, we will